Hey guys, Tonic here. Today in this video, I would like to show you my brand new Halloween camp that I just finished in Fallout 76. This build was a ton of fun to do and I am pretty happy with how it turned out. I ended up using a lot of the brand new Haunted House bundle for this camp and it just made everything come together so nicely. But enough talking about it, let's actually do a quick walkthrough of the camp. With this camp, I kind of wanted to go for that old schoolhouse or small rural church transformed into a home. You're going to be seeing this a lot in rural America, or at least in the northern parts of it. There's a lot of these really small, strangely shaped homes with very tall ceilings, and that's kind of the vibe that I wanted to get with going with this build. So going up here on the porch, first off we have the trick or treat bowl for this brand new event. I originally did have it up there, but I moved it down here just so people could find it easier, so it's not kind of hidden in the shadows. But going up here on the porch, we have a pumpkin rack, we got the old trick or treat bowl, we got little Earl Williams down there, and then over here we got the black cat, this little rocking chair, and some other small stuff. But going inside here, we have the interior of the home. So like I said, the ceilings are very tall, and I'm really happy with how they turned out. Now, the only thing that I don't like is that little crack there. You can kind of see the sunlight through it. And that happened after I put the wallpaper on. There's really no way around that, but unless you're looking for it, it's not really too noticeable. So with the interior here, I kind of don't like this really big void in the middle, but anything that I put here, it just kind of felt like it was blocking the entrance. And realistically, when you come in, you're immediately going to be going somewhere, so you're not really going to be hanging out in this little void. But we got all sorts of cool decor going on here. So the wall decor was kind of hard to put down because this new wall set actually sinks the wall decor behind the wallpaper, so I had to put a contemporary wall down, put down the wall decor, and then switch it over to the haunted house walls. But everything kind of came together in the end, and I think it looks pretty nice in here. It's got a nice kind of cozy vibe to it. So heading out here on the back porch, this is where all of my crafting things are going to be. So heading out here, we got my special station, all of my cooking stuff over here. And then heading over here, we got a scrap box, the Tinker's workbench, the weapon workbench, as well as the armor workbench. And then the power armor station too. So the back is kind of just where all the crafting stuff is. I kind of wanted it out of the way because there's not really too many Halloween themed crafting benches. The only one is really this little cauldron cooking station. But this is also a really fun area to craft. The nice warm glow of these lights is really peaceful, and you can just come back here and mess with your armor and weapons for a while, and it's pretty nice. So heading outside here, we'll take a look at the little Tonic billboard. So this is pretty cool. This is actually probably my favorite part of the camp. I wanted to build a little creepy altar. So we got the pumpkin racks. We also do have this scarecrow, and I put some deer antlers behind it, the deer antler mount, and then I put a ton of Fajnot ribbons on it and put this little light here to kind of just illuminate it. And I think it looks really cool. So with this little light, I kind of didn't like how it was out in the open, so I added the fog machine below it, and from a distance you can't even really see the light that's making that red light and yellow light, so it's pretty well hidden. So up here we got the Camp You Can Trust, but I just threw a chalkboard over it and wrote my name on there for the Tonic You Can Trust, and it's all powered just by one little single generator in the back. So then going around the sides of the house, we just have some little decor pieces right here. We have the really nice Fallout First outfit. I love this, and I just kind of wanted to throw it somewhere, so I put it in front of this little meat bag. So then over here we have a Fajnot effigy. We have this big grain silo. I'm not too sure why I put the grain silo here because it doesn't really match the theme of the house, but it kind of matches with that old aesthetic, so I just kind of placed it down there. I thought it looked decent. So then going over here we have the Mothman statue. And I really don't like the effect on this. I like the statue as a whole, but the effect is kind of weird. So when you play it, he's just going to kind of disappear. And it's neat, and he'll reappear right back. But I don't know, I just think the effect is kind of strange on that thing. But this whole back area is honestly kind of hard to place things on. So if I was trying to place that silo here, there's a small floating gap there. Even that little effigy right there, it just wouldn't sit flush. So the back is kind of left open because I'm not really too sure what to do with it. But then heading over here, this is one of my favorite parts of the camp, and that is going to be the garden. So the Wayward obviously has some crops there. It's got some corn, it's got the water purifier, and a lot of the new players always grab that stuff, so most of the time it's always taken. So I built a little garden here, and honestly a lot of the new players stop by and grab the stuff out of it, which is super cool. I do have a cooking station here as well for them, so they can stop right by and grab some food and cook it for their adventure. And it seems to be a pretty big hit, so I do have some budget left, and I maybe want to expand this out just a bit farther, get some more crops in there or something, because most of the time everything is picked. I might even go back here and throw an arrow on the tree pointing to it with free food or something. if I can get my camp menu up here, I still do have a lot of budget if I scrap this stuff. So I definitely have some room to keep improving this, and that's kind of what I plan to do. I kind of want to make this my main camp overall. I just really like this area. It's really neat seeing all these new low-level players, and you know, they'll stop by and ask me how they get a backpack or what quest they should do next, and it's just nice to interact with them. Over in the Cranberry Bog, we don't get too many new players. It's usually just your higher level players kind of just going around there to do their dailies or stop by the vendors. So over time, I think I might throw down a vending machine here. I might even expand on that garden, make some more things around to the back there. And I think this might be my new main camp. So if you are thinking of building here, one major issue that I am actually having with this area is definitely going to be your camp placement. Most of the time this camp is going to be taken because during the Wayward quest line, there's that quest where you have to place down the crane hunting sign or the crane treasure hunting sign. So a lot of the times when I come here, there's like just a little camp module, maybe like an armor workbench, a bed, and then the treasure hunting sign. So a lot of the times newer players do have this camp location, so you might have to server hop a few times to be able to get it to place. And also one last thing I did forget to show actually is going to be my power situation. So over here I have the solar generator and the small clean Vault-Tec generator. And jumping up here you can kind of see how I did the power. I use these conduit pipes and I have them running around the entire exterior of the home, providing power to pretty much everything. So it's kind of hidden and you can't really even see it if you go up there and look for it. And I'm starting to learn how to use them. They are a bit tricky to use and some builders are extremely fluent with them. They can just have them seamlessly around their entire camp. But for now that did take me about 10 to 15 minutes to be able to get that to be perfect. And I'm pretty happy with it. I do want to experiment with that stuff a little bit more in the future and on my future builds because I really like how it keeps the power hidden. So I really do hope that you guys did enjoy this video. I love building around Halloween. It is my favorite time of the year to build camps. All the items just have such cool effects. Everything has such a nice aesthetic. And it has just been a ton of fun building with this brand new building set. So again, I do want to say thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And as always, I would like to give a massive thank you to all the channel members: Fallout McFly, Yosevated, Playmaker, She, Stealth Asecto, Network Gate, Golty, Jay, Robert Kennard, Wandering Wastelander, Asdeath93, Lanthar, Anorestes, Captain Awesome, Citizen Girl, Chad of Fallout 76 Podcast, Heather Henderson, Patrick Ruda, 23 Icefire, Jay Smith, Argent Deer, Browser Double Frying, Ice Cream Manny, Chris Decker, Theodore, Digital Aardvark, Lone Samurai OG, Diathan Gaming, Christy Mellon Schwitz. You guys are amazing. I love you guys and have a great day.